AM 1430 KRGI 105.5 FM. Good morning. I'm Brian Gallagher. We have a special guest online today to talk about a term that we hear a lot about these days, IT. This is something that we hear so much about it, but Derek, by the way, Derek's with Hamilton's. IT is something that people say, well, we've got it covered. I got an in-house department. But yet they may not be coming up with the answers they want. Derek Journas, what do you think is the real solution if you want to have a managed IT provider?
Yeah, that's a great question, Brian. And, so many people do have great internal IT, whether that be one person or a team, but those teams are often stretched thin. And that's just the reality. They're taking care of day-to-day needs. They're fixing break-fix issues. They're managing user accounts, and they're really just doing everything they can to keep the lights on. And so partnering with a managed IT provider doesn't replace that team. It supports them because we can bring an entire team of specialists. We can bring the latest advanced monitoring tools. We can bring cybersecurity expertise that can be really difficult for internal staff members to be able to cover on their own. So it's really about creating a partnership, not replacing that team.
So the partnership is the big key, because I would think if a business is saying, okay, but we've got a managed IT team and now Hamilton wants to come in and do this, does it really have any adverse effect on the IT staff?
Oh, that's a big misconception that we run into a lot, actually. And, when it comes to Hamilton, their existing staff, again, doesn't go away. They actually become stronger because the goal is not to replace anyone, but again, support them. And so because internal IT are so busy, a lot of times they're not doing the 24/7 monitoring. They don't have the cybersecurity tools that they need. They don't have that backup support. So we're able to bring that full-blown team in of experts and help them and assist them and make them look like rock stars. And we're able to make that company run smoother, better, and more secure.
So a managed IT provider is designed to provide support, but there's a lot of things they do. So let's try to condense the list a little bit on the specifics of the things you do, so that way a potential client can understand what are the things that managed IT provider is going to do for me, and maybe even just a little bit more.
Yeah, so we take a proactive approach to technology management, and we have a full-blown cybersecurity team that's human-led, not all AI, monitoring the network every second of the day. So if something were to happen, we can isolate that device immediately. We're notified, we can take care of it, we can remediate it. And most internal IT teams just aren't able to do that. So we're constantly maintaining, we're monitoring, we're looking for potential problems before they can cause downtime. And we're also working hand in hand strategically and planning with that business to make sure that their technology supports their company goals. Every business has different goals. And so we need to make sure that from a technology perspective, they are in the best place possible to meet their goals and be able to grow. And so that's what we do as a technology partner. And that's really what our focus is when you bring a company like Hamilton in.
So you're talking about the here and now, but you're also helping them plan for long-term success. And let's face it, that's an important piece in any plan. So now that they're thinking, maybe we need to find out more about a managed IT provider, how do they get in contact with you?
Yeah, that's a great question, Brian. So you guys can always give us a call at 308-381-1000 or check us out at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Derek Journas with Hamilton with more information about managed IT. They can help. Derek, always a pleasure.
Awesome. Thanks, Brian.
Good morning from AM 1430 KRGI 105.5 FM.